Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you for being here this morning. Thank you for being here this morning.
Let's go, let's go. Oh, let's start this show. King Roman news gonna come right through. Gonna give you that news just like you know we can do. Hot topics in your face, baby. King Roman knows his place, baby. King Roman
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
6:30 a.m. Eastern time, baby. He's gonna come right on time with the news just for you. Celebrity news, politics, and local news just for you. King Roman news. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Let's go, let's go. Hey, let's start this show. King Roman News, coming just for you. King Roman News, coming just for you. 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. King Roman News, King Roman News. Let's start this show.
Oh, let's go, let's go. Let's start this show. Oh, let's start this. Good morning, good morning. Good morning. We are back. Shout out to the crew. Thank y'all for being here this morning. It's Thursday. I woke up this morning like, damn, it's Wednesday. No, bitch, it's Thursday. Happy Thursday to y'all. I hope y'all week has been moving pretty quickly. Mine has been moving. I'm like, damn, I felt like it was just last week. But we're here. We're here now. We got, I really want to talk about this cop, Maryland cop. What the fuck is going on in Maryland? This Maryland cop getting caught like he didn't see them. I'm sitting here thinking like he don't see them recording. That lets you know how brazen this guy is. But it's way more to the story than what we saw. So I want to talk about that. Before I go into that, I want to say this. Yesterday, Demas O came back. Shout out to Demas O. Whoa, it's good to see you, bro. Demas O, she's a YouTuber on YouTube. She came back, she had been gone for a while due to, I think she was moving and stuff like that. So she came back on the scene. She was talking yesterday on her channel about the competitions, the challenges. And, of course, I mentioned before that, Phi Babe and Sean Bradley and Shelly and Wiley and all these other folks should be judges or hosts of the show. And she really liked the idea. And so at that moment, while I was in the chat, I did reach out to Phi Babe and I asked, would you be a judge? Now, I haven't heard anything back. But as I was watching that replay, I'm like, why would she even agree listening to how we carried in that video? Like, it was like, oh my God. And I don't give a fuck if she do it or not. Shit, that was King Rome. I'm like, you ain't helping me. You ain't helping me at all. But I do, I'm putting a call out. Phi, yes, we would love for you to be a judge. Sean, yes, we would love for you to be a judge. Shelly, yes, and the whole thing is, would y'all do it, given that it's on Theme and Soul's platform? We know some of you all won't even do it if it's on Pizarro's platform, or if you would even host one on your platform. So all those questions came up. I sent it out to ask, that's all I could do at this point. So y'all cross y'all fingers, crew. I hope so. I think that'll be really dope, having them do some judges, even VS. And I think, one of them was going to reach out to VS, but I think VS might be, should be extremely critical. But I think that might make for a good competition. I don't know about for the Wings challenge because I'm gonna be in that one. I know she's gonna be extra critical. So, I wanted to say that I did my part. I reached out to 5A. Okay, I did that. So we shall see. The next competition is September 23rd. I think it is. It's on a Sunday. It's at 5 p.m. It's a wing challenge. I'm gonna be in it along with a whole bunch of other. I don't think it's going to be the male challenge, but I think it's going to be some other folks. So y'all come check that out. So we chill on the challenges right now until that one comes back up. So I want to say that. And then secondly, what up? What up, TC? News, how can I connect with you, bro? CBC is in DC. Instagram. I don't know if you hit me up on Instagram. It was a good idea. Naries, what up? What up, Slim Body Bins? What up, Six Figure Days? What up? Hey, King, I'm so excited. My son has a partnership with the dispensary, and on the 27th, they're dropping an exclusive strand with the soundtrack. You better let me know. Okay, keep me posted. What up, Tisa? Good morning. Ox City 805 Queen. Good morning, boo. Rockwell Accountability. I'm sorry. Hey, it's been a long time since I've seen you, Mods Chat, sliding through, showing some love. I'll be here listening and have a blessed day. I just heard about this yesterday. Would love to hear your take on it. Crazy. It's crazy. Nunya. What up, Bennett? The 23rd. I meant the 24th, if it's a Sunday. Bless Karen. Okay, well, I don't know if you can send me an email. Send me an email and I'll check my email today. So I'll check my inbox today. If you can send me an email via on my inbox, that'd be great. And I'll check it. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'll check. Yeah, because she hits me up on Instagram, so I can check that there. So shout out to Pretty Chocolate Girl too. Hey boo, good morning. And so before I move on, I want to say something else. Mad Day. So we got Mad Day popping up with everybody. From Tisa and Pizarro, which is the last one I saw, to D Miss O and what's going on with that, to Rita and Triple Red X. I don't know if that's Mad Day, but video got dropped and then all of a sudden, emails and stuff came out. This Mad Day is a direct reflection of a betrayal of trust. And so as people are fighting back at it, I'm sitting here back saying, now who's going to be the person to call out the person that betrayed their trust? Y'all get so angry about what's in the receipts, what comes out here on the street. You forget the person who did it to you. And oftentimes they get to slither themselves way out. And so as y'all are getting to these Mad Day receipts and looking at this, pay attention to the person that betrayed your trust, whether you think that they were doing it on your side or not. No, that's an opportunity. So y'all need to pay attention to that because I see that. I'm starting to see that more and more and more often. And then also talk to y'all friends about me being betrayed. Like, have those upfront conversations. Like, dog, if I ever betrayed your trust, what would you do? How low would you go? What could I do to ever gain it back? Have them upfront conversations so when shit like this come out, it's like, okay. Because everybody talks shit about everybody. You're not going to find somebody out here clean. Even myself. I'm just waiting. Okay. I said that shit and let's move. What are we going to do about it? You got to own that shit. I think I heard Kwani saying yesterday, own your shit. You said it. I said it. What you want to do? Since then, I'm cool with you. We've been cool. You want to move? How you want me to move? Don't beat around the bush. You said some shit. You said it, y'all. Y'all too fucking grown to be acting like scared about it. And I see a lot of scariness going on. You said some shit and you're scared. And I'm speaking for me and the subscribers. We see a lot of scariness going on. Like, oh, bitch, you scared? And we know it's a domino effect. Once that comes out, more shit comes out. More shit comes out. Hey, get ahead of it. Own it. Well, since we talking, bitch, here's what even with MU and Don Cato, that shit is so wild to me. So wild to me. And it's like you don't know the Mad Day. You don't know what comes out. And all this shit starts to leaking out. And now you're sitting here stuck like having to explain yourself because of what came out. I wish the fuck I would. I'll be going at the person who leaked it. And I'll be going at the person who egged it on. That's where my attention would be. Because see, what you do is you feed into the story. Oh, girl, they said that you did this and you said that. Okay, what did it say? That's what it said. Okay. Now, let's talk about why you find it so convenient and so fucking comfortable to come out here and blast my ass. Don't be letting people get away with shit. That they do it too often. Oh, girl, I got some tea. Let me tell you, I heard that she was talking to her about you. Well, bitch, whoa, what's your tea? Y'all better start chin checking hoes. That's an easy way to fall up under some shit because you think somebody got some tea on you. You better free yourself. Hey, I don't. Even my real friends, listen, bitch. You can tell all you want to. I tell. Spill my own tea. Spill my own tea. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all a story. Listen, okay. This is real personal. Real personal. Real personal. Okay. I was about 15, 16, and I was in the store with my auntie and my uncle. We were in Walmart. And I saw a friend in the Walmart. And so I was like, oh, we had just came from Old Cracker Barrel and we had dinner. And so I said, hey, to the friend, I'm walking with my TT. Next thing you know, my stomach just was like, and all of a sudden, bitch, right on myself, right there, right on myself. Right on myself right there, y'all. Yes, baby. Yes, I did. I did. I did. And we were in the back of the store near the boys department. So the bathrooms at the time were in the back. So I'm walking like this to the bathroom because I didn't want nobody to see me. I said, come walk with me, please. I don't want nobody to see me. Come walk with me. Bitch, we're walking towards the bathroom. And the person that I saw in the Walmart from my school walked right out that bitch past me. You could smell everything. So I'm in there. I'm just like, I took everything off. My aunt went and bought some stuff in the store. My uncle came and brought it to me in the bathroom. I put it on. I had these Velcro strap sneakers on my feet. I'm walking out that bitch so embarrassed. I got in the truck. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. My aunt and uncle riding with the windows down. I'm like, this is so fucking embarrassing. I get to school. Bitch. Now, see, I didn't know about, spill your own tea. I'm thinking to myself, like, ain't nobody gonna say nothing. He didn't really know nothing. So the whole time, dude had told folks, was in school telling bitches. And I'm denying it. I'm denying the shit. Not knowing his little flip ass took a picture of me in his car as I was coming out the Walmart as the proof, but didn't want to say nothing. So I'm denying. Bitch, it wasn't. No, I did not. No, bitch. He showed this little fat ass bitch. Her name was Tisha Frederick. I'm sorry, girl. Sorry. We cool now, but sorry. He showed this little fat bitch the picture, and she just couldn't wait to go to. And I saw it too. Now, I didn't know what the picture was, but having a picture was enough for me at that point. Then I had a nervous breakdown, bitch, in school. I was so embarrassed. I called my aunt, come get me. But you see all that shit? I went through all of that. I didn't go to school for about a week. I had to deal with that shit. All of that. Because I was afraid to just be like, yeah, I had a fucking accident. Now, at the time I get, I was a kid. Ain't nobody gonna want to admit that shit. That was USA Today, okay? Ain't nobody gonna want to admit that shit. And so I think about these moments where people got some shit on you, and you may have been a part of it. You do more damage just sitting here, like, oh, okay. Then to come out, okay, and what you gonna do about it? All somebody gonna do is drag you. All they gonna do is get on their channel and talk the most shit in the world, and you be like, okay, that day is over with. Y'all know how quick beef move around here. And we on to the next. So I say all that to say, spread your own shit. Don't let no pun intended. Spread your own shit. Don't let nobody spread nothing about you, because then it's gonna be extra sauce on it. It's gonna be way out there. People got their own interpretations. Get your own shit out. Get in front of your own shit. So that's as I'm looking at it, that's what I wanted to say. Don't play. Here's how I look at it. Certain relationships, like YouTube ships, are like contracts. Once the relationship is over, the contract is null and void. Just like when you trade in your car, you stop insurance on it, keep your tea to yourself. That is so true. What up, Casey? Good morning. Casey, why we gotta do all of that? Why we gotta do all of that? Listen, what's up, Nary Street reporting live from the streets? Okay, literally deny. I was the whole time I was denying it. What up? What up, Shush Trish? Smash it, gang, gang. Oh, gang, gang. Ice cream so good. He was crazy. All right, y'all. So we got to get into these stories today. This first story, which is our headline story. Oh my God, crazy ass shit. And it's coming out of Maryland. I'm sitting here thinking, like, here we go. We got the first week of school started. We got all these colleges around here starting a school. And we got police officers fucking around, getting caught on camera. Y'all stay tuned. So this cop in Maryland, coming to us out of Maryland, his name is Francesco Marlet. Apparently, okay, and this is so much backstory to this. Apparently, he was on shift at work, literally on the clock, and this woman, she's a black woman, okay? Now, the gag he's always had, he had about a 3-year relationship with this woman that we saw on the camera. This wasn't, I thought it was somebody who was arresting and she was getting out of it by fucking around. No, this is the side chick. This is the side chick. And this has been happening for a long time. He's just finally getting caught on camera. So he calls himself just, I guess, finagling. This was the meetup spot. They got caught up at the meetup spot. Y'all check this shit out.
Mira, pisando está, mira. No, yo lo acordaba, lo voy a mandar.
No te vayas a ver porque
Vaya. Para el carro, mira, para atrás la lleva, mira, ve. Ey, no, mira,
para... corriendo ya, mira.
Ey, yo. Quítate, maje, ¿verdad?
Quítate, Ale.
Ey, yo.
ay, pero por lo menos disimulándote para allá, ve, escondido.
¿Qué te van a pasar?
Es un animal.
Hey, yo. So this shit happens in broad daylight. You got the kids running around. You got people. I'm sure it's cars. And just the brazen act of him doing this lets you know that he didn't give a fuck. That this has been happening more so than often. That he's so comfortable just sitting there, just doing this shit in uniform. And that's what got me. I said, damn, you couldn't even put a hat on. You couldn't take the badge off in uniform. So this shit gets put out Monday, 2 days ago. Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Monday. It got put out Monday and it went viral. Now, first I'm thinking, I had a number of things in my head. I said, one, maybe this is an old video, or two, maybe this is a prank. Because I saw her look at the camera as she's getting in the car, not thinking, oh, I'm going to get caught or none of that shit. So I'm like, well, what we got going on here? So as this gets leaked out, here goes the police officer. So the department comes out here and they say, we are aware of a video circulating on social media and they're investigating it. They respond and say they've identified who this officer is, Francesco Marlet. Now, get into this. Francesco Marlet, he's married to this black woman, and she has kids with him, and she's had a son with another man. But because they're married, sort of he plays that father role. Well, how about 3 years ago, this same police officer was arrested because as she was in the kitchen cooking dinner, the child soiled himself in the bed. And the police officer, this motherfucker here, went upstairs and was beating the kid so badly that the kid hit his head on the wall and caused him to have a concussion. So they pressed charges. The case was dismissed. And we're here today. And so apparently, now you got the wife. She's come out here and made a statement, but it ain't the statement we all thought she was gonna make, bitch. It ain't. If you thought the wife was coming out here telling him he's wrong, you're wrong. Let's just say that. Completely wrong. So here's the wife. The wife has the red locks, and here's the mistress. The mistress name is Virginia Pinto, and the wife name is Paula Marlet. Now, yesterday, 2 days ago. So yeah, which would have been Tuesday. I'm telling you, my days are all off. These motherfuckers on Facebook, they're actually friends on Facebook. This shit gets weird. So wait, the viral video we saw that we thought was just an innocent bystander ends up to be his mistress of 3 years, in which y'all are friends on Facebook and y'all been taking jabs at each other, not just for this moment, but for a long time. Who the fuck is the crazy one in this? So let's look at these messages. So it started with Paula Marlette. So she goes, "Thank you, everyone. Yes, this is a very tough time for me and my kids. As embarrassing and painful as this is, please check in on us. We need the support, the love, and most of all, the respect from the community and our families. Yes, I know what's been going on. No, I am not updating anyone on this situation after today. Virginia's husband left her ass a long time ago because she cheated, so she and my husband decided to do this behind my back for years. I'm not seeking anyone else's input. I don't need anyone's opinions. My life is my life. I will make decisions according. I love you all, except for you, Virginia. You can ride in hell, bitch. Virginia Pinto." And she added her. Who is doing this shit and they married? I'm cruel. I'm for real. I'm not. This is. I'm being for real. This is like some high school shit. Y'all are married with kids. First of all, bitch, we're not gonna be no friends on social media. And second of all, ain't nobody gonna be able to slip out their mouth that you've been a mistress for 3 years and this happens. Are you kidding me? I'm looking at Paula like, are you supposed to be on some medication? I'm not shaming her, but she definitely has the upper hand. I don't know if it's the dick. I don't know if it's the money. I don't know if it's for the kids. But ma'am, for him. So Virginia responds, "Not that I owe anyone an explanation. This girl has been cheating on her husband for a while now herself. I know everything. Everyone, look, this is life. Everyone, look, this is life. And y'all know nothing. I've done nothing wrong. All I want to say is y'all have the wrong info. Paula Marlette isn't saying the whole story, which I understand, but please don't be mad at me because your husband wants me." So they trading barbs over a viral video. And it don't stop there. Look at this video of Paula. Look at her talking about the situation.
I just hurt so bad. His only excuse is, "Oh, I was just talking to her." 3 years. Same person. You still talking?
Girl, you need to reach deep down. I need you to go deep down. You're responding from another set of sensors and emotions. I need you to go deep down. Talking about his only response to me is that they were just talking. Bitch. Is this what y'all be letting y'all husbands get away with and wives and shit? Ain't no motherfucking way. They were just talking. What were y'all talking about that y'all need to get in the car, in the police car during your shift? Are you crazy? What like I'm saying, and I don't, and because I like kind of watched this story through, I don't feel bad for Paula at all. Not for 3 years. 3 years, and you can tell this man got a thing for black women. Okay, you can tell. And 3 years he's been not cheating on you with multiple women, the same one, and you just, all you can do is just, I'm just so embarrassed and sad. Well, bitch, you in for a ride, honey, because I'm gonna tell you right now, the buck ain't stopping. Now this man's gonna put his whole guilt of being embarrassed and shamed and probably can't make no money all on you. So anything he do moving forward, it's gonna be your fault. Now, like Virginia said, something leads me to believe there's more to this story. I don't think anybody with a human brain would be responding in such a manner that's only focused on Virginia. Don't ask me nothing about my husband. Why not? Did you not watch the video we saw? He didn't look like he was dazed out or unconscious, like she was dragging a dead body. That man was horned up, girl. Y'all know it's hot. And they tell you when it's hot, people, a couple things. They get violent, they get horny, all of that shit. What are we doing? I don't feel bad for her. I don't feel bad for Virginia. And I don't feel bad for him at all. I don't feel bad for them, y'all. This is dumb ass shit. And the ones I do feel bad for is her children, these kids who got to come out here and see this shit in the future. This is literally a whole household issue. Your man from the job. I'm like, this don't make no sense, Paulette. This don't make no sense. So of course, I told y'all about his background records, how he was watching his girlfriend's 3-year-old son while she was making dinner. He soiled the bed and he began to spank him, causing him to lose conscience. Now, see, that would have been enough for me. You are already walking in situations when you dating, folks from law enforcement agencies that there's going to be an excessive amount of something because y'all there's some ego that come with that work. But on my child, I don't know. But if you let that go, just imagine how comfortable he feels cheating on you for 3 years. I'm trying to tell you, what were the signs? Girl, that was a sign clear as fucking day. You gonna spank my child to a conscious rumbling. I'd have been trying to come after your job. I'd have been all up in there. And then the case got dismissed. I wonder why. Paula, Marlette. I wonder why the case got dismissed, honey. 3 years later, you're married to this man. Y'all have some kids. And now we see this video. I'm telling you, you got to follow your own signs. That didn't happen to that boy, not for a lesson to come out of it. First thing I would have been was like, look, nigga, I'm going to tell you like this. Keep your hands off my kids moving forward. We not even doing that no more. Okay. If something happened, come get me. They soil a bed, any fucking bed in here, come get me. You not your child. Don't none of that. You can raise your voice. That's the extent. Don't put your hands on my child. I think that should have occurred because once you start putting that foot down, it leads the domino effect to putting your foot down in other areas of your fucking relationship. Are you kidding me? Poor child. So they're taking jabs. Well, she got caught in the camera because yesterday these two are huggy duggy walking back in the house. So you got him and her holding their kids walking in the house together. She just as embarrassed, child. She's just as embarrassed. And I would be embarrassed too. You couldn't tell me not. Like, are you kidding me? Hey, Tracy, good morning. Full uniform, child in uniform, and in the car. He still has this job. Well, so what they did was he was suspended. He was suspended from pending investigation. However, he's still getting paid. You know what they do. They still pay these folks. And my question was, of course, I know this dude see all them people across the street. I just know he do. This got to be a skit. And so everybody kept thinking this was a skit. Even me, I told you, I said, I'm thinking they doing this shit. This shit was some real ass shit. Real ass shit. Good morning, Karen. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Good morning to you. Let's get real. Morning. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Hey, the real K-Fit. Good morning. Virginia doesn't have a relationship with you, sis. Your husband is all to blame. Why are you coming after Virginia? What? And you still going to the same house with him? I'm sorry. She's acting. Ain't no way. Before you get into your car, make sure you have your correct license plates on it. Kids are playing the new game all over called Switcheroo. My neighbor got pulled over in her car. So wait, so they taking license plates off of cars and putting them on the cars? Child, talking about if I'm going in the back seat, I'm not doing no talking. Hell no, I ain't doing no talking. Good morning, NYW. Good morning, Kurt Vixen. That's not the only video of them. I'm sure it isn't. I'm sure it ain't. I have a right up about my wall. It's way more to it. You know it is. Okay? The hell wrong with these people? It would have been his funeral and me and my kids living on his pension. We definitely would have had an issue. Okay? Good morning, Brick Girl. And hey, Bobby. Good morning to you, boo. Good morning. Shout out to the crew, right? The date owes her nothing. And especially if you've been doing it for 3 years. Come on now. You've been getting away with this shit for 3 years. The girl probably felt comfortable. She probably getting a check out of it. Y'all heard what she said in her statement, talking about she's making this is blown way out of proportion. She's not telling the truth. What did she say? Paula Marlette isn't saying the whole story, which I understand. Why would you understand why she's not telling the whole story? Is this an arrangement? Yeah. There's a reason why we saw this picture of them going in the house together. I be damned. You see one adult and a bunch of kids. Either or, it wouldn't be us both. Nigga, get the fuck out. Which leads me to believe we are in one of these situations where the woman may be at stay at home or the sole provider of the household is him. And sometimes in those situations, what he says goes. I'll be damned. I'll be damned. All right, y'all. So let's keep moving on. Let's keep chuckling on. So, y'all, I want y'all to be careful. Parents, if you got kids, be careful. Pay attention to this story. This is about the dumbest shit I've probably come across in a long time. Parents, pay attention to this shit. So they got something called the one chip challenge. So in my mind, when I heard it first, I'm thinking like, oh, okay, you just eat one chip, I guess, or something. No, they are getting too fucking out of control with these challenges. And TikTok is so off the hook because it goes viral on TikTok and they're not liable. They're not liable. When you, as soon as you upload, by uploading, you have assumed, they have assumed no liability. It's all on you. Well, so you got the one chip challenge. And in this chip, this one fucking chip, there's 2 types of peppers. Okay? You got 2 of the hottest peppers in the fucking world. They said they're 175 million points on the hot scale meter. Whereas when you got jalapeno peppers, they're only like 50,000 points. So you got a hot pepper that's at 1 million plus, 2 of them, by the way, in one chip. So this young black boy, his name is Harris Valaba. He's 14 years old, sophomore. Goes to school in Massachusetts. And his friend dares him to do the one chip challenge. And he takes the chip and puts it in his mouth and chews it. And the part of the dare is you got to chew it without having nothing to drink afterwards. You got to chew it until you swallow it. Kind of dumb shit. Are you kidding me? You couldn't. No. Are you dumb? The fuck is that? You can't drink nothing. So the boy goes and eats the chip. Immediately, stomach is going off. So he goes to the nurse's office and the nurse says, oh, we're just going to send you home. Parents come get him, take him home. Soon as he got in the door, he collapsed and faints. They call 911, rush him to the hospital, and he succumbs to whatever that injury was in his stomach. He dies from eating a fucking chip. Here I go. Hold that fucking child liable. Who bought the bag of chips? Who didn't put the disclaimer? I'm thinking about all the kind of things, but actually it's her child who's at fault. They can't even hold the other child liable. Now, there is something going on where they're saying you can hold that nurse liable because she should have called 911. Based on the symptoms he described to her, sharp pain in his stomach, he can't sit down. She should have known to call 911. That wasn't I got a doo-doo, I need to go home. That didn't sharp pains and you can't sit down. She should have called 911, but she didn't. Who knows if that would have saved some time and helped resuscitate his life, but he got home, collapsed, and never made it out. Now the parents are they're flabbergasted. They can't imagine you send your child to school, and the school just started back up, y'all. All this shit happening before school. The other day we got the girl getting stabbed by her friend. Now we got a friend offering a deadly chip. Y'all better tell y'all kids to stay off that one chip challenge shit. I'm for real. That's deadly as hell. If you don't eat spicy foods, why would you try that? And I was reading other reports where men were trying it and they were in the hospital because of their stomachs. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? You really, that's like when they was eating the Tide Pods. Remember the little gel pack pods? Who in their right mind wants to eat detergent as a challenge? Well, that means there's not a lot of things to do. What? So this poor family. DA says kids should not partake in one chip challenge in wake of teen's death in Worcester. Now y'all want to say some shit. It involves eating an extremely spicy tortilla chip, claimed to be the spiciest in the world, and enduring the heat without consuming anything to relieve it. It's produced by this company called Pocky. Now, I did a little research. Pocky is owned by the Hershey Company. Ain't that some shit? The Hershey Company. I said, y'all getting out of liability because y'all got some money. The chip produced by Pocky comes in a coffin-shaped container with explicit warnings to keep it away from children, restrict consumption to adults, and avoid it if sensitive to spicy foods or allergens. Hockey website suggests seeking medical assistance if experiencing difficulty breathing, fainting, or extended nausea. Now, here's what I was telling y'all about those peppers. You see this? The two hottest peppers, the Carolina Reaper pepper and the Naga Viper pepper, 1.7 million Scovilles and 1.4 million Scovilles. You got a regular jalapeno that's 50,000 Scoville. Who in their right mind even think they can produce some shit like this? But they did. They did, and they got away with it. So I want y'all to see this chip. I want y'all to see this chip. Check this video out. I want y'all to see this chip, and y'all tell y'all kids, even if they ain't even bring it up to you, tell them, I don't want to hear you out there eating no goddamn one chip challenge. I don't want to hear none of that shit. You ain't gonna have to worry about being taken out from a one chip challenge. You're gonna have to worry about me. Get into that ass. I bet you your child will remember that. Yeah, my mom said stay away from that shit. She heard people be dying from that shit. I would. I surely would. Yeah, you know they die from it. Yes. Because it's not serious. Children, elderly, pregnant mothers, they have weaker immune systems. It isn't really that developed to be receiving that kind of stuff. Can you imagine a 90-year-old eating this chip? Can you just imagine that shit? You talk about cardiac arrest, baby. So y'all check this out. And thank y'all for being here this morning, crew. I really do appreciate it. And y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for me too. Make sure I get some love.
Warning about a viral social media trend known as the One Chip Challenge. Police say a 14-year-old in Massachusetts died on the same day that he took the challenge. It involves eating what is claimed to be one of the spiciest tortilla chips in the world. Emily Marr reports.
He did all the things that mattered.
Douglas Hill coached Harris Wollaba at St. Bernard Gym. He says the 14-year-old was quiet and reserved, but was finding himself on the court.
I think basketball provided a very specific environment for him where he could be free.
His family says the high school sophomore took part in the One Chip Challenge, eating a single tortilla chip seasoned with some of the world's hottest peppers at school last week. They say he died several hours later.
It just pauses you for a moment there, makes you question what is going on. How did this happen?
Father Jonathan Slavinskis prayed with Harris's family during this unthinkable loss.
No one wants the weight of this pain upon their hearts, and they have a weight.
While officials say it's too early to know if the chip contributed to Harris's death, doctors say when people ingest capsaicin, an ingredient found naturally in the peppers used on the chip, side effects can be dangerous.
Sometimes we see people that will have a lot of chest pain, or they'll experience things like palpitations as well. So a whole variety of experience things like have a lot of chest pain, or they'll experience things like palpitations. Sometimes.
You see that? That is not something anybody should be trying to eat, consume, or digest. That shit looks deadly as hell. There's no way this should even be on the market. That shit looks really deadly as hell. Like, seriously, that's nothing that I would even be playing with. Don't even bring that shit in my house. On some real shit, don't bring that shit in my house. Are you kidding me? Yeah, the kids are getting out of control. Parents really got to be on this shit. My child would know to look at some shit like this. What is that green shit on it? Peppers? The fuck?
We see people that will have a lot of chest pain, or they'll experience things like palpitations as well. So a whole variety of issues that we're seeing with this One Chip Challenge.
As they begin processing his death, Harris's friends, teammates, and coaches are honoring his life.
So my whole thought process was, how do we honor him? And it's through the game that he loved.
Really sad. Also, something to note, there is a clear warning on the back of the chip that is not.
Yeah. That sounds good after the fact. It don't do nothing to save nobody life now. So there's a warning on the box not to eat it. Of course, there's a warning on a pack of cigarettes. There's a warning on a lot of things not to eat it. But let's even go to the step of producing this shit and selling it in stores. Like, honestly, I mean, this shit should be behind the shelf. You need to show ID for this shit, because I don't think that children or people at least of his age should be even trying this shit without parental consent. I mean, this is senseless. This is really senseless, and I feel bad for the parents, because who sends their child to school and then expect after eating a chip they're dead? They're dead. That is so sad. Good morning, Jernay. Good morning. Good morning, Tanya. Good morning. Not at all. Why are they selling these lethal chips? Good morning, the plainest Jane. I don't understand. You and me both. Nurse was wrong. Nurse was way out of pocket, okay? Should have definitely sent him. Our culture, unfortunately, revolves around stunts. I think the family may have a case against the company on this one. It's legit advertised as a dangerous dare. Oh, I didn't know that. That goes to all of them tricky words and cartoon characters that people be putting. Like here in Maryland, mad dispensaries got shut down on the day it became recreational because they had cartoon characters on their products. Even my favorite one got shut down because they had the cartoon characters on the products, and when it went recreational, one of the rules was it cannot be interested in the kids. So they shut all these bitches down. It was like, y'all gotta come back. And I think the same should be applied. A dangerous dare. Who does that look way more attractive to? Children. The fuck? Those peppers are used in Mexico to keep animals away from their crops. There is no way anybody should. Are you telling me this is like damn pesticide? That's crazy, Lex. That's crazy. I didn't even know that. Hershey is out of pocket, and you know they got a bag. Hey, Kingsmina, good morning. I think the family may have a case against the company on this one. It's legit advertised as a dangerous dare. It really is. And shout out to the crew. Thank y'all for being here this morning, too. I be thinking about how it is going to feel coming out the other. Girl. Yes, all the way out of pocket. Think about how this changed many lives. His friend is going to live with the guilt that he absolutely is. He absolutely is. Pretty much, they are so strong, animals won't touch them. Yeah. Rest in peace to his name is Harris Walaba. Rest in peace. He was only 14 years. It ended up going away with heart issues because of this pepper. Shout out to him. Now let's take another step. So y'all know how we always talk about, we have these stories where kids find themselves in their parents' rooms and they stumble upon a weapon, and then that weapon ends up being loaded and all hell breaks loose. Well, we have a father, okay? His name is Dante Daughtry, DeKalb County, Georgia. He's 42 years old. So this father was at a gas station. Here's the father. Father was at a gas station. For all intents and purposes, a good dad, great dad. Loved to be with his boys, loved to hang out with his kids. He had a 6-year-old and a 7-year-old. So he pulls up to the gas station and he gets out. And the boys follow him like, I'm about to go with you too, Dad. So they get out too. He would now, mark my words, he's going to wish that they got out and followed their father like they wanted to do. Anyways, that doesn't happen. He tells them, get back in that car. So he continues going back into the store. 2 minutes, 120 seconds go by as he's still in the store. The 6-year-old runs out of the car. At that very same moment, the dad is walking out the store like, what is going on? Why you run out the car? As he's walking over to the car, he looks in. The 7-year-old has shot himself in the head, point blank, with dad's gun, loaded gun in the car. Father's been arrested for murder now of his own son. Ain't that some shit? All because there's multiple things here. Y'all driving around with these fucking loaded guns in plain sight. All this fucking gang activity, gang behavior. And I said this before. Y'all really got to ride around protected like that much that you can't conceal it in the trunk. You can't get a lock carry case. You really got to have it in your backseat. You live in that kind of a life. You shouldn't even be driving with your kids then. If you got to drive around with a gun loaded in your back seat where your kids are sitting in plain fucking view, you should not even be riding with your children. That would be more dangerous to me. And so this baby is gone now. At a fucking Texaco. 7-year-old boy killed at Lithonia gas station after father leaves loaded fucking gun. Daughter is being charged with 2 counts of cruelty to children in the 2nd degree and 1 count of murder in the 2nd degree. Are you kidding me? Now imagine that 6-year-old who ran away, who witnessed this, traumatized for the rest of his life. That little baby is traumatized. He grew up 6 years of his life with his brother, hanging with him, birthdays, having fun. We riding with daddy in the back seat of the car, and we don't know what happened. The gun gets picked up. Don't know if they're playing, tossing it around, and it goes off and kills him right there. That is some wild shit to me. It's wild as hell. But I want y'all to see the video. I want y'all to see this video of this incident. Rest in peace to this baby. Rest in peace to him. Shit is just getting out of control.
11 Live News at noon starts now.
Well, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. I'm Faith Jesse.
And I'm Jonathan Martin. All new at noon, a DeKalb County father has been arrested and charged with murder in the death of his 7-year-old son. Right now, there are few details, but we do know it happened at this Texaco gas station in Lithonia last night. Police combed the area for nearly 2 hours, focusing their investigation around a gas pump. This morning, police confirmed a 7-year-old boy was shot and killed. 42-year-old Dante Daughtry is now charged with second-degree murder and cruelty to children.
Must not have been that clip. You can actually see, because they released video footage from the gas station of him coming out and the kids walking behind him to the store, him telling them to go back. He's going to wish he just let them follow him in his gas station. Like, what were you going in there to do that they couldn't even follow you? I know y'all sometimes parents be like, "Go get back in the car. I'm just running in here." But we look at shit now, and we say back, rest in peace to this little ass, this young man, this young boy, this young baby. His name was Zaire Daughtry. This shouldn't have never happened. Now, if you thought that was something, listen to this. So in Alabama, let's come up the coastline. Let's go over a little bit more. So in Alabama, you have this mother. Her name is Jakayla Ashanti. So she gave birth to her baby on August 13th at her house. August 13th. After giving birth, no one knew. Not even her mom, nobody. She did it all by herself. She drove to the hospital and she gave them the baby. And 10 days went by. August 23rd comes around. She decides, I want to keep my baby. I want the baby now. So she goes to the hospital and tell them, hey, I want my baby back. And they're like, we have no record of no baby. So she goes back home and tell her family, listen, I had a child and blah, blah, blah. And, I had a baby and I want my baby back. And the family is like, well, go get it. And then she's like, the hospital said they don't have it. So the family like, oh, we finna go up there. You know what? So they roll up there and they're like, we never had a recollection of this woman coming, nor did we ever collect a baby. So the family said, we calling the police. Fuck this shit. So they call the police. The police does an investigation. Come to find out, this woman, after having her baby, leaving her apartment on camera footage, they got her driving to the local trash compactor with her baby in a duffel bag. She threw her baby in the trash compactor for 10 days. The police had went to a landfill where the compactor dumps their garbage specifically, recovered this baby. And now she's under arrest and charged without bond. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? And something led me to believe that she never really wanted the baby. So her going back on the 23rd was just her to say, just to have an excuse. Well, I didn't think nobody would investigate this. What is wrong with you, ma'am? There's so many outlets. You could have literally had the baby at the hospital. See, what it was she didn't want her family to know she was pregnant. She didn't want them to know she was pregnant. She didn't want no one to know she was pregnant. Come to find out, the family was actually elated and excited. Okay, what we gonna do? But it was too late at that point. Too late. Let this be a lesson to those who do go through this, young, old in life. You never know who will be supportive of you when you're in moments of doubt like this. It's so sad because I'm sitting there thinking about it. You reacted right there, dumped your baby. But it took 10 days, that mother instinct in you, to realize something's not right. I gotta say something. Because you could have held this and not said nothing forever. But you opened your mouth up. You was feeling guilty. It's so fucking sad. It's like, it's so sad. But here's my question, crew. So I wrote this question down. So where are all the anti-abortion advocates now? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Where are all the folks who mad that women go and get abortions on their own? Where y'all at now? I don't see none of y'all niggas. None of y'all. I don't see nobody talking about this story. Look at what she did. She killed a child. I don't see none of that shit. But y'all all over abortions, things that are legal within a woman's right. You know why? And I learned this a couple of days ago. When women do things that y'all deem they shouldn't do, it's okay. Oh, well, she did it. It's a woman thing. Like Sexy Red. And we're going to talk about Sexy Red tomorrow. And everybody hates Sexy Red, hate her image. But nobody talks about when men do women like this, when men talk about women this way. But soon as a woman comes out here and owns that shit, it becomes, oh, she's a slut. She's making us all look bad, blah, 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 this and the third. It's like, really? And I feel the same way about this situation. Here we go. A woman taking her child's life. A woman did this illegally. You don't really hear none of the rhetoric. You don't hear none of that shit. But let them go to an abortion clinic. Oh my God, and oh my God. Y'all gotta, I see the shit. I see the blasphemy. I see the double-sidedness of this. It's all about control. It's all about control. And the mere fact that she is a black woman. Who gives, it don't matter. It does matter. It does matter. In the same way y'all advocating for all that other shit, y'all need to be out here raising it up now, talking about it, how this was wrong. But this way is fine. This is okay. This is okay. Let them do that. But we don't want, we don't want to make it okay for them to go to the abortion clinics. A clear byproduct, Alabama. So we find ourselves here. Here's the woman. Here's her. It's so sad. So fucking sad. There's the trash compactor. It's just, it just leaves a bad taste in your mouth. Officers discovered the remains of the child wrapped in a mattress protector placed within a zipped up duffel bag. Police said the body has been sent to the Alabama Department of Forensic Sciences in Montgomery for confirmation that the remains are those of the missing newborn. Williams is currently being held without bail. As she should be. As she should be. As she should be. Are you fucking kidding me, lady? I mean, there's so many people who probably would have been gracious to take the child in.
Woman is accused of a crime so horrific. Veteran law enforcement officers say it's shocked even them. A mother charged with murdering her own baby, placing it alive inside a trash compactor before it was later found dead in a landfill. Police held a special news conference tonight, and WDHN's Aaron Dixon has the details, all new at 10.
A Dothan mother had a baby boy 11 days ago at her home and told people that she dropped it off right here behind me at Southeast Health to be taken care of. But after questions from family members and from hospital staff, that story was allegedly a lie. And now that mother is charged for the death of her child. Family members began to question Dothan mother Jakayla Williams about the story they were told regarding her baby boy. They wanted to visit the child at Southeast Health and make sure the baby was okay. But when they went to the hospital and asked them about the incident, police say they had no record of the baby being dropped off. Instead, police say Williams had the child in the morning at her home, where she then went to an apartment complex on the west side of Dothan and put the baby boy wrapped in a blanket in a trash compactor similar to this one.
I've never even heard of something so horrific as this. It's just, it shocks the mind, it shocks the soul.
Officers say they went to the apartment complex and found the dumpster with a trash compactor attached to it. And after looking through the contents at the Dothan City landfill, they found the remains of the newborn wrapped in a mattress protector inside a zipped up duffel bag. The boy's remains were sent to the Alabama Department of Forensic Sciences in Montgomery to confirm it was the missing baby.
She knew, obviously, that she could take a child newborn to the hospital and drop it off. And there's Alabama law that there's no questions asked policy.
Williams, in the alleged lie, said she dropped the child off at the hospital because she didn't want it and that a baby cost too much money to care for. Now Williams is charged with capital murder for the death of her child.
And even given the circumstances of this horrible, horrible crime, they did their jobs and they did it well. And that's why we're standing in front of you today.
Williams is currently in the Houston County Jail with no bond set in her case, and tomorrow morning she's expected to appear in a Houston County courtroom for her first court appearance. Reporting in Dothan, Aaron Dixon, WDHN News for the Wiregrass.
Utterly disgusting. Utterly fucking disgusting. Utterly disgusting. And then, you know, here's a question nobody want to ask. Where's the dad? Where's the father? Who was the father in this situation? Not, you know, now there's no accountability there because the baby is gone. She's arrested. But where is the father? She was an 18-year-old girl. It's a damn shame. I wrote this on the top of this. I wrote damn shame. Rest in peace to the baby that's unnamed, unfortunately. It's so crazy, y'all. I cannot. Oh my God. Dang, the brother lost his other brother and father all in 120 seconds. Yes, please. No, be sure to hit that like button. We have to do better with protecting our children. Yes, the 6-year-old is going to have some issues. Yes, absolutely going to have some issues. 18. So and you can see, yeah, I read that, you know, okay, 18, I can see how or why she panicked. Such a sad story. So she didn't just have a moment of guilt. The family initiated the investigation. Exactly. Once she told them, they're like, well, let's go check out the child. Where? She knew it was a damn lie the whole time. You just sitting there just lying, upon lying. It goes back to what I was saying earlier. Girl, just spill your own fucking tea. Sometimes it's better to spill your tea than to cover it up. Because covering it up is way more damaging. Way more than the tea that you holding. You got a child. You can't change that. So we're going to have to move forward. You're going to get probably going to get a talking to. Okay, great. Move forward. I know it's going to change your life. And it's easier for me to say this as a male than to be in the shoes. But just given the circumstances, I thought it would be it would have been a lot better for her to talk to her parents. My question is, why did she admit that she had a baby if nobody knew? Do y'all think she had a mental break or not? She just did the devil's work. I felt like she had a mental break because, again, she didn't have to say anything. Nobody knew nothing. Nobody said nothing. She didn't have to say anything, but she did. And that's where it tripped me out. She said something like, oh, okay, you probably were feeling that conscience. Me too, Miss Toby. It's like she didn't remember you killed your baby. Yes, maybe she has a mental break. Other than that, I can't fathom. It's a sad ass story. Y'all want to know something else that's sad as fuck? So, shout out to the crew too. Thank y'all for being here. I hope everybody hit that like button though. I hope y'all hit that like button as we get into some of this local news. So, y'all, imagine you driving on whatever expressway in your city, your town, your country, wherever you at, and there's a car, you're on the expressway, a car coming at you in the wrong way. What are you going to do? Bitch, you going to pull over and you going to call 911, right? I think at least some of us, it's a car, you going to try to beep the horn? Bitch, what if that person is you and you're calling 911 because you're on the wrong, you don't know that you're on the wrong side because you so fucked up. You don't call 911 to say, hey, I think there's a car driving the wrong way. Bitch, come to find out that driver is you. You got to be fucked the fuck up. I mean, you got to seriously be fucked up. Oh my God, when I read this story, I said, well, I'll be damned. I'll be damned. So a drunk driver calls 911 over the wrong way driver, realizes it's him when he's pulled over. Y'all check this shit the fuck out. This shit had me rolling.
911, where's your emergency? I'm on Highway 77 going north, and there's somebody that is on the wrong side of the road.
And then what, did you see what color or type of vehicle it was?
No, he had his brights on, man. He almost ran me off the road.
Which direction is he in? North or south?
I am going northbound on 77. He was going southbound. I am on the east lane. He was on the west lane.
Okay. Could you tell if it was a car, truck, or SUV or anything?
It looked like a truck.
Okay.
But that dude, he almost hit me, so I was like, holy.
Okay. Can an officer or deputy contact you if they have questions about what you saw?
No, you're good. I was just like, holy.
Deputies know so they can go try to locate the vehicle.
Yeah, that was gnarly. That was like a lot.
Yeah, do you know why I stopped you?
Yeah, because I was on the wrong side of the road.
Yeah. Is there a reason for that?
No, but I must have missed an exit.
Missed an exit?
Were you the one that called in?
Yep.
You were?
Yeah, because I thought somebody was on the wrong side of the road, bro.
But it turned out it was you.
Yep, look at dumb.
Are you retarded? Now that's when you ask a motherfucker, are you slow? Are you crazy? Bitch, you gotta have that had to be a really good ass night, some good ass drinks. And you didn't get hit by nobody hit your ass. Oh, you better be thinking, God. I'm sitting there thinking like, this fool literally still driving. Because I'm telling you, I would have pulled over first and did my own check. Bitch, is this me? What the fuck? The fuck is going on out here? And then made the call to 911. The fact that you kept driving leads me to believe that you got an angel guardian protecting you, sir. That's all you got. How in the hell? What? You should have been pulled your drunk ass over. Talking about you on the wrong side of the road. No, nigga. You on the wrong side of the road. Furthermore, it's folks like him. I think his license needs to be revoked forever. Forever. Take this man's license forever. Give him a couple days in jail, but he don't need to be back on the road. I'm sorry. Give him some time off the road, bitch. Uber and Lyft, bitch, get you a scooter or a bike. But nah, I don't feel comfortable or safe with his ass on the road at all. Are you kidding me? Are y'all kidding me? Sounds like that might a good time to put your head between your legs and kiss your ass goodbye because your ass is grass. Okay? The drunk, you child, just pull over and let them boys come and get you. Period. People really think lying is the truth, and the truth isn't gonna come out. Truth always surfaces up. I don't believe he saw just one car. He probably saw plenty of cars go past him. And not once did he think, let me pull my ass over. Good morning, Miss Ryan. Thank you for coming through. All right, y'all. So we got to talk about this next story because they're not finna put salt on my motherfucking my prez, the last best prez standing's name. So we got slow ass, yes, because I don't fuck with him. Shots been fired. We got slow ass Tucker Carlson out here on Twitter, because now it's called X. He's on X and he's doing a new show on Twitter X. And I got to give y'all the specifics about this because we got to talk about this shit. I want y'all to be armed with the right information because now they out here saying Obama gay and doing coke. It ain't new. It's not new, but see, you got a new generation and new platforms where this shit will get legs and people will be out here talking. So we're going to talk this shit the way it was because we covered this shit back in 2008. When he ran for president, this shit came out. This was nothing new. I was in Chicago when this shit was going down. I remember meeting him. He came to our school as an Illinois senator at the time. Anyways, let's get into this story. So Tucker Carlson is doing an interview with none other than Larry Sinclair. Now, this is Larry Sinclair. Okay, and that's his mugshot. Of course, I wanted to show him his ass. Now, Larry Sinclair has been known to be a motherfucking liar, period. To the point nobody really interviews him. And if you interview him, people are looking at your credibility. Like, who the fuck is interviewing this numbcase, this nutcase? Okay, who's interviewing this nutcase? So Larry Sinclair has this big story. It came, that back in October 5th in November of 1999, right? In Gurnee Mills in Illinois, it's a suburb of Illinois, that President Obama, Larry had hired a limousine service to pick him up. And he asked the guy, he said, hey, would you be able to find somebody that had a party with me and socialize with me? Now, first of all, back in 1999, ain't nobody fucking doing that shit. Larry wasn't nobody at that time. Ain't nobody was doing that shit. I'm trying to put the logic 2 and 2 together. You ain't, and if they are a limousine service, if they are picking up somebody, because you would explicitly say, hey, do you know where I can go find drugs? You're not saying you going to socialize. Hey, you got somebody I can know. You mean you want an escort service, sir? So you missing some parts of this fucking story that you've been out here telling. How did we get to Obama? So then he gets and says that the guy phones Obama. The driver automatically phones Obama. Are you kidding me? Kind of shit is this? So he phones Obama. Obama shows up, hops in a limousine. Larry hands him $250. Obama hops out, go gets him an 8-ball, gives him the 8-ball. Obama allegedly pulls out his crack pipe, smokes his crack pipe. He does his line. Larry then allegedly bends over and gives Obama head. Then Obama, President Obama gets out. They're done. And then they reconvene again, and he gives him head one more time before he's dropped off to his hotel. And this is his story, and he's been sticking with it. Now, fast forward to today. So now Tucker Carlson does this fucking interview. Does this interview with this same guy, about this same story. Now, Obama ain't out here talking. Obama ain't running for nothing. Obama ain't in the press. Oh, why are we targeting Obama? I found out why. Good old motherfucking Larry needs new limbs, honey. He needs new arms and new legs, and it's costly. He can't pay for them. So he's getting paid from these people to come out here and talk about this shit. So now folks are saying, well, what's the benefit for Tucker? Well, the benefit for Tucker is Tucker wants to come out here and prove that in his interview, and we're gonna play some clips in his interview, that Obama knows how to be one person privately and be another person publicly. So he tried to say, Obama persuaded all the voters to be on his side, believing that the race and, we can all be equal and one. He did all of that, but once he became president and privately, he wasn't that way. Kind of like your story, he did all those things with you, but then publicly he didn't, and he's not that kind of person. That's the angle that they're trying to play. But if you ask yourself, why now? Why now? Because Obama's the biggest Democratic endorser there is, and you know that we got an election coming up, and as soon as Obama step out there to endorse candidates, you want him to have a muddied name. So instead of asking candidates those questions, you want to ask Obama these questions. It ain't gonna work like that. We finna dead that shit. It's not even nothing there. In fact, so I want to show y'all this. Okay, I want to bring this shit to light. So before Larry Sinclair had this interview, Larry Sinclair had to go before Congress and tell this story back in 2008. He had to go and tell this story because he made these allegations, and they did an investigation, and they found out none of this shit was true, and they were all false allegations. And so they were all false allegations. Here, I want you to listen to his testimony then before we listen to what him and Tucker Carlson sat down and said. Listen to what he said then. Y'all check this shit out. And I'm giving y'all the refresher because I want y'all to see exactly what's going on here. So check out what he said. Dumbass.
The Obama incident. I flew out of Colorado Springs, Colorado to Chicago on November 2nd, 1999, arriving in O'Hare early in the morning of November 3rd. I went to the Chicago area to attend the graduation of my godson, my best friend's son, from basic training from the Great Lakes Navy Training Facility. I made reservations at the Comfort Inn and Suites in Gurnee, Illinois, based solely on the location to the training center. On November 5th, 1999, I hired the services of 5-Star Limousine. Excuse me. I had hired them both for November 5th and November 6th of 1999. On November 6, 1999, I asked the limo driver, whose name I now reveal for the first time, Jagir Parami Mutani, if he knew anyone who would like to socialize and show me Chicago.
Now, come on now. Who doing that? How is that happening? Let's be honest. Who is this really calling a limousine service and saying, hey, you got a companion for me? That shit sound fake as hell. It sound fake then, and it still sound fake to me now.
Mr. Mutani understood that I was looking for someone who knew Chicago and would enjoy socializing. Mr. Mutani said he knew someone who was a friend of his. On November 6, 1999, after picking me up at the hotel in Gurnee, and this is significant, Mr. Mutani used his cell phone to make a call. That call was made to then Illinois State Senator Barack Obama to set up an introduction between myself and Senator Obama. Upon arriving at the bar and exiting the limo, Senator Obama was standing next to Mr. Mutani, and I was introduced to Senator Obama by name. Later that evening in a bar which I believe was called Alibis, and I state believe because I have failed so far to get Citigroup to provide the credit card receipts that has the actual name.
They ain't playing that game.
I mentioned I could use a line or two to wake up. Senator Obama asked me if I was referring to Coke, and I stated I was. After stating I was, Obama stated he could purchase cocaine for me and then made a telephone call. This too is significant, from a cell phone to a presently unknown individual, during which Senator Obama arranged the cocaine purchase. Senator Obama and I then departed the bar in my limousine and proceeded to an unknown location where Senator Obama exited the limousine with $250, which was provided to him by me. Returned a short while later with an 8-ball of cocaine, which he gave to me. I did ingest a couple of lines of cocaine, and shortly thereafter, Senator Obama produced a glass cylinder pipe and packet of crack cocaine from his pocket. Obama then smoked the crack cocaine. I performed fellatio on Senator Obama in the limousine during the time Senator Obama was smoking crack cocaine, after which I had the driver take me to my hotel, the Comfort Suites, Gurnee, Illinois. The following day, November 7th, 1999, Senator Obama appeared at my hotel room, unannounced, uninvited, where we again ingested cocaine and I again performed fellatio on Senator.
Ciao. So first, you know, when that all came out, it was a big deal. Everybody was jumping all over this shit, right? So there was an investigation done. Nothing came out of this. But let me tell you what did come out of this. So this man has so many charges against him during that time period. In addition, in the early 2000s, Sinclair signed an affidavit stating he is terminally ill, seemingly in the hope of getting a warrant dismissed because he has so many charges against him. Public records and court filings reveal that he has a 27-year criminal record with a specialty in crimes involving deception. Okay? In February 2008, the media company offered Sinclair $100,000 if he could pass a polygraph test verifying his claims about Obama. Sinclair took the test, and the polygraph organizers stated that his results indicated deception. Sinclair was convicted for forgery twice, including one crime that netted him a 16-year prison sentence. During the 2008 election, he had outstanding warrants and had close to a dozen aliases. He had no evidence to substantiate his claims 15 years ago, yet Carlson decided to platform him for his show. Now, so we had all of that, all investigations came out, all of that shit, and nothing from it. So now get the optics. Obama done got reelected twice. This man, his name, Larry Sinclair, went in the shit. Ain't nobody paying him for nothing. Ain't no interviews. Don't nobody want to talk to you. Even the Republicans don't even use this man in their ads. They don't have him on Fox Network or nothing like that. So it's interesting that now Tucker Carlson says, let's get you to come on. You know why? Oh, we're going to talk about the why. But I want y'all to see. Now, y'all saw what he said before. Now, listen to this man as he sit on Tucker's platform to talk about this same situation. And notice how Tucker keeps trying to make it less about the situation and more about all these. And that's how he was as a president. Nigga, we see what you doing. We see what you're doing. It ain't gonna work if you see through the bullshit. So look at this old peanut tobacco chewing face looking man.
And it sounds like you're looking to party.
Yeah, pulled up in a bar outside, and there's this guy that's introduced to me as Barack Obama. I had given Barack $250 to pay for Coke. I start putting a line on a CD tray to snort, and next thing I know, he's got a little pipe and he's smoking. So I just started rubbing my hand along his thigh to see where it was going, and it went the direction I had intended it to go.
Even though you had sex with him twice, you cocaine with him, watched him smoke crack twice. You had no idea who he was.
I had no idea who he was.
Let me just ask the obvious question. What was Obama like on crack? Is it your sense that that's who Obama is, just transactional, or that he's bisexual, or like what is this?
It definitely wasn't Barack's first time, and I would almost be willing to bet you it wasn't Islam.
The guy's running for president, and credible information comes out that he's smoking crack and having sex with dudes. That seems like a story.
Well, it would be a story if the media really cared about telling people the truth.
Baby, do you see how that man look? Sir, if you don't go sit your almost ailing ass down somewhere, it look like it hurt for you to sit. It look like your teeth is subject to fall out your mouth any given time, bitch, while you having that conversation. You better be lucky. A motherfucker around put roots on all your limbs. That's why you around here walking around talking about you need this interview. So let's talk about why he needs this interview. So this comes out. It's a 41-minute interview. It's on Twitter. I watched the whole thing in its entirety. And as I'm telling you, when you get to the very meat, the middle towards the end, from the middle to the end, that's where the meaty stuff come in. And when you get to the end, it flips onto, that's why he's not a good person to, sort of endorse or listen to him, because he's one way this way, but he's this other way privately. And he kept trying to get him. He's bisexual. He's gay. What? I don't get none of that. And my gaydar is strong. I don't get none of that from him at all. And even if he was, what fucking business is it of yours? You washed up trash bag. The fuck business is it of yours to be out here talking about Obama like that? And it ain't the truth. But let y'all want to know what the truth is? Here's the fucking truth. Here's the real reason why this man is out here lying. Listen to this post live he did after the interview went on Twitter. He came live on his own social just to talk about this interview. Listen to what he says. Shit is real interesting. I said, y'all all
2023. Remember this day, because by the time the day is over, it's going to be one that we're all going to remember for quite some time. Tucker Carlson, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Not because of the interview per se, but because you, along with J, A, L, and N, you and they know who I'm referring to, actually made me realize that now is the time. After 15 years of hell, after 15 years of nothing but lies, distortions, misrepresentations, outright false statements, it's time. Everything, and I mean everything, gets put out on the table. So, thanks to a friend of mine, Luke, tonight, after Tucker's interview airs, we're going to sit down live, and the whole story, from beginning to end, everything, and I am going to go line by line, from beginning to end, and I am going to make it clear that contrary to everybody's swearing and claiming this and that about me and that it's a lie, well, it's not. And all of the lies that have been told, I'm going to actually demonstrate how they're lies. The same ones that people are, again, republishing and rehashing and spreading on X since yesterday. And I'm loving it. I really am. But when I'm done tonight, I'm going to go home. I'm going to pour myself a Grey Goose screwdriver. I'm going to relax. I'm going to have one, maybe two, maybe three drinks in my house. And then tomorrow, I am going to get with my doctors, and I'm going to schedule the surgery on my right arm and hand. And then I will start concentrating on what I need to do as far as being able to have what I need for recovery and what I need to get the left hand and arm done. But I can't do them both at the same time. But
Tucker Carlson has shown me and made me realize that it really is time to put it all out.
Because you can get paid, huh? Get them arms fixed.
And you know what? If you can't accept it, and a lot of you won't, but it doesn't matter. It won't change the facts. No matter how much you try to distort them and misrepresent them, it won't change them. The difference between me and most of you, I've never hidden from or denied or tried to excuse anything I've ever done or said in my life. I've always owned it, always will. That's just the way I've always been. So, enjoy. I will see you tonight with Luke. That's Luke at We Are Change. And let the chips fall where they may. But September 6, 2023 will be a day you remember. Have a good day.
You hear him September, like it's a big, that was yesterday. Did anything happen? Did y'all lives change? Nothing ain't changed for me. We came down here, we talking about this dumbass story. Oh, gumpy mouth too fast. See, it's people like that who don't even need teeth in their mouth. Bitch, let the rest just fall out. You don't even need to talk, bitch. While at it, chop your tongue up, bitch. Let that fall out. You ain't saying nothing, but you mad because your limbs ain't working and you need some health insurance. That's all you need. Medicare ain't cutting it. There's so many other programs. Why Tucker Carlson ain't helping you get programs? You getting paid off interviews so you can go get your hand and your left arm and your right arm fixed and your leg fixed. I'm consulting with my doctors. Oh, now you finally, how long your arm hasn't been in operation before you just now decide to consult with your doctors? How fucking ironic. And now you sitting there like September 6th is a big day for you, bitch, not for nobody else. You better be listen. Obama got some diehard ass fans. You better be lucky. You might want to go ahead and get plastic surgery done. Out here looking like a ghost. Are you kidding me? So this is the story we're dealing with Obama before upcoming elections and him giving endorsements. Again, it didn't have legs then. It was disproved in 2008 when he brought this shit out here. People want to even pay him to take a polygraph test, to which he declined. But yet and still, he still feel comfortable out here talking about it. It's the bag. Don't fall for this shit. It's the bag. And like everybody is saying, people are saying this. They're so shocked that Tucker Carlson has reached a new low by interviewing a con artist who claims he did drugs and had sex with Barack Obama. Like, it is a new fucking low for not only him, but Twitter. X, because they're endorsing it. They made this like a Tucker X video. Like, it's him. Like, did y'all put money behind this? It's even branded Tucker X. Y'all all right, and I'm almost at a point like, can't President Obama sue for defamation or some shit? Shut him up all the fucking way up. Can't you muzzle him? Y'all can't do that? Because you have to tell him to prove this story. He can't provide receipts. Credit card companies ain't giving him shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, come on, Obama. I know you don't care, but damn it, I do. I just don't want to see it. I'm sick of it. He went from that to this. Ciao. Hard drugs, baby. Hard drugs. So that's Tucker Carlson. That's Obama. We don't believe that shit. Y'all don't believe that shit. Right. That's what I was wondering. Like I said earlier, folks believe lies and and try to make it true. This man looks very confused. Money is the root. It is. He is a messy old queen. You know how some folks say we all look alike? Well, babe, stop. I've never heard of this. When you kept saying Obama, I was like, I know you're not talking. Out here just slandering. It's amazing. 8 balls in comfort suites. Baby, not the 8 ball. The story gets crazier and crazier. So you can afford an 8 ball, but staying at the comfort suites, Lord, they're not talking. Yes, they is. Okay, now the lie is in the cost of the drugs alone. What? Leave our president alone. Jay Parrish, good morning. Boo, good morning. Wait a minute, King. Go skip over that. He needs new limbs. A whole new limb. A new limb. Yes, he need a new limb. So Crew, that's all I have for y'all this morning. We covered a lot. We talked about the cop who was having sexual relations with his mistress. I'm telling you, the story is way deeper than what it is. I'm telling you now, it ain't just what it is. You got the wife and you got the mistress, and it's been going on for 3 years. There's a reason why when we watched that video, okay, when we watched this video, it was so freaking
Mira, pisando está, mira. No, yo lo cuando lo voy a mandar. No te vaya a ver porque
way that's the
vaya.
first time.
Para el carro, mira, el patrón la lleva, mira, ve.
What?
No, mira, pues. Ey, yo. Quítate, más, adelante.
Quítate, Ale.
It's the whole, you got the family there, you got kids running around and don't say nothing. Yeah, it's more to that story. He has been suspended, but he is still being paid pending the investigation because he was on duty when that occurred. Here you go bringing your personal shit into your professional shit. You couldn't fuck with her off the clock. Obviously, your wife is fine with it. And again, in her statement, clearly, she, it's all.
I just hurt so bad. His only excuse is, oh, I was just talking to her. 3 years. Same person. We still talking?
Are you kidding me? 3 years and you're still talking? That is not the response you give him, lady. No. Are you still talking? No, they're clearly not. They're fucking. They're still doing something. So now that that's the truth, what else do you have to say? Ma'am, if you don't pick up your bags and walk out or get some hot grease, boil on the stove, and accidentally slip into the kitchen table and it fall in his lap on the chair, you better come up. You better figure some shit out. You know your kids deserve this. 3 years in your face. Or I hope you cheating. I hate to say it, but I hope you cheating. No shade, but I do hope she cheating. Rest in peace. We talked about the one chip challenge and the it's such a sad story. That did not even need to happen. But the one chip challenge where the baby, the 16-year-old boy ate the chip that has the 2 hottest peppers as ingredients given to him by a fellow student. Mind you, school have just started. And so he ended up ingesting that and dying shortly thereafter. So we talked about that as well. We talked about the father with the loaded gun in the back seat. The kids got out the car with him to go in the store, but he wouldn't. Get your ass back in the car. Got in the car. The 7-year-old, obviously playing with the gun, shoots himself fatally. The 6-year-old gets out the car and run the same time as the father's walking out the store. So he runs up to the car to see what's going on, and he sees his son there. They charged him with murder. Y'all got to be careful about your loaded weapons in the car. Again, my thing is, if you have to ride around with a loaded gun at quick reach, you shouldn't have your kids in the car. You shouldn't be riding with your kids. It should be safe, period. You should, if you have to ride protecting yourself like that, I don't want the babies in the car. You can't switch out cars, get the family van, put up the trap car. It's worth it when y'all start losing y'all babies' lives. Y'all gonna start considering that stuff. We talked about this girl here who had a baby, 18 years old, at home at her apartment, didn't want her family or anyone to know. And so she ended up dumping the baby on the other side of town in a trash compactor and disguised it as she gave it up to the hospital. Police find out, family in shock. And so baby was discovered and found in a landfill. And we're here. I hope she gets time. Now, the way I feel about this story and the previous one, the father, there's not the same. But I do hope she gets some time. I hope. I really do. I really do. I really do. Nope, I really do. I'm just thinking about the pain the child endured. And that's just a natural human reaction. I'm thinking about, wow. And there's so many of us who would have probably taken your child and girl like, okay, all right. Again, where are all of those folks who are anti-abortion? Where y'all at? This could be a whole signature story for y'all. But no, y'all focused on abortion rights. What about this shit? What about the countless of parents who out here killing their children? Y'all not focused on that. Why don't y'all target that? But y'all, no. I'm watching and taking note. And then we also talked about the drunk driver who called 911 on himself. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And so, of course, he driving on the wrong side of the road. Dumbass called 911 because he sees people coming his way. And so by the time the police locate him, his ass is over there on the wrong side. Dumbass. And then we finally talked about Tucker Carlson and his dumbass Larry Sinclair and that ruthless story of his. Like, let it go. Like, Tucker, I don't know if you can get away with doing this shit because you're on Twitter and it's different than being on Fox, where maybe the story is something you couldn't get away with. But you better be careful how you doing this shit. I do hope you get a lawsuit coming at you. Not from this story, but another story or something. I hope somebody get your ass because you talking real loose at the lip. You getting real loose at the lip. Thank you. You too. Have a great day, Bobby. You too. I have been busy at work. I can't even pay attention, so I'll watch the replay. I thank you so much. And thank you, crew. Shout out to the crew for being here today, this morning. Listen, I'm about to try to beat the folks at the pedicure, manicure place. I'm about to get my feet almost tore up the sheets last night. Baby, my feet. My friend was like, what the fuck was that? I said, oh shit, you know how you be trying to kick your feet under the sheet? Well, the sheet wouldn't move. I'm like, oh shit. So I'm like, oh my God. So I'm trying to go there. And I feel like the earlier you go, the better the services at these places. They aren't as tired. You know what I mean? And, you know, they're less talkative. They're more to get into the work. Like, girl, I need you to get down there and fine tune everything. So I'm going to go do that this morning and relax and chill. And then, you know, I don't know what else I have planned for the day. But that's what I have planned for the day. I want y'all to have a great day. Don't be stressed. I will see y'all I definitely will see y'all tomorrow. Because I want to talk about Sexy Red. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a blessed day, and I hope y'all have a great day at work. And until next time, crew, and until next time. And make sure y'all hit that like button for me, too. And until next time, deuces.
Good morning. Thank you for being here this morning.
Let's go. Ow, let's start this show. King Roman News gonna come right through. Gonna give you that news just like you know he can do. Hot topics in your face, baby. King Roman knows his place, baby. King Roman News.
Good morning.
6:30 a.m. Eastern time, baby. He's gonna come right on time with the news just for you. Celebrity news, politics, and local news just for you. King Roman News. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Let's go. Hey, let's start this show. King Roman News, coming just for you. King Roman News, coming just for you. 6:30 a.m. Eastern time, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. King Roman News, King Roman News. Let's go. Hey, let's start this show.